So you heard the one about why does the Titan's eyes hurt? Yeah, well, it's about to become why do the Titans, Warlocks, and Hunters' eyes hurt. Guys, blink. They can't blink. I'm sorry. Anyway, so what I'm talking about is they plan on nerfing, essentially, tweaking Blink in Destiny. Now, what this is going to do is going to change the way the game's played, and there's going to be a lot of people upset about this, so I'm going to go ahead and read information from the weekly update last week, and I quote, I'm going to go back to putting the finishing touches on the new subclasses and trying to figure out how I can make Blink less frustrating to fight against. People keep showing up at my desk asking me when I'm going to remove Blink from the game, and I don't want to do that. So back to the drawing board. Pwn Star's amazing. So this is their words, not mine, guys. So they have actually stepped up and acknowledged, Bungie themselves, saying it's overpowered, it needs to be tweaked, because as of right now, it is an unfair advantage for people that use it. So that's them saying it. So all these people that have been pro-Blink before, like, oh no, it's not broken, you can predict it. No. No, you can kind of know in the vicinity people are going, but teleportation in a video game is a risky thing, and they know they need to tweak it. It gives people way too much an advantage, I guess, even being aggressive and evasive. So it does need tweaking, and this is them themselves saying, hey, we goofed up, we need to fix this a little bit. So today's homework assignment, ladies and gentlemen, get your pencils out, paper down, let's do this. What would you do if you had the ability, you were working on Destiny yourself at the Bungie headquarters, how would you tweak this so that people could be happy and it was not so easy for somebody to just blink Nova Bomb or Arc Blade on the heavy or blink shotgun somebody in the face or just to be able to maneuver and get away out of impossible situations simply because they can blink and just outrun anything? So they clearly do not want to get rid of it altogether, they just want to tweak it somehow. So I'm going to explain on how I think they're going to tweak it, and I'm going to talk about how I'd actually like it to go down. So leave your comments and feedback down below. It's heavily appreciated. How I think they're going to fix it is I think they'll nerf it one of two ways, or even combine these two ways. What makes this thing so unique is the amount of ground you can cover with Blink. The fact that you can vertically just jump and then start just running away from a map, you know, burning out, and it's really hard to catch somebody blinking. The evasiveness is there. And you've done it and seen it time and time again. A firebolt grenade landing right on his toes, but he just vertically jump upwards and take no damage. Rockets, he can just get out of the way. The evasiveness is too high. I feel like they need to cut the distance traveled between blinks. That way people can't run away so easily. That way they can't dodge things that they should not have been able to dodge naturally before. That's one of my things. The biggest problem with Blink is it is in fact at its core teleportation. You are going from point A to B in no time whatsoever. Now, I think they're going to do that. The other thing I think they'll add is to a cooldown to it. The fact that they can do so many jumps is kind of insane, to be honest. Half the time, by the time you're jumping across large areas and large gaps, the cooldown on Blink is a very, very small one. You're ready to be set up for your third and fourth jump in no time. So, I have a feeling that maybe they'll extend it to, you know, like a 6, 7, 8 second one, so that people can only pretty much do one at a time and have to wait 8 seconds or something for that. Some people may not be happy with that. It still functions for you to get from A to B or up on a higher platform, but does not allow you to run away as fast and as far as humanly possible. Just not going to happen. That's how I think they'll nerf it. One of the two ways, or like I said, possibly combined. How I would do it, I'd convert it into a sort of dash. Now keep in mind that Blink is technically a teleportation thing. Dashing and mobility increasing is happening everywhere. Black Ops 3 is doing it. All these other games are doing it now. Dashing, mobility, wall running, these are things that we see a lot now. But dashing is very valuable. Even Halo adopted that. And Guardians and a handful of other games that are out there now that are modern shooters. And dashing is okay because you actually have eyes on the entire target. You can continue pathing it. Every shooter up until this day has always been one thing. In a gunfight, you are going to try to outthink the enemy and path them. The one that is most accurate, lands the most shots, the most precision shots, should walk away with that kill. That's what shooters are. So that's what they need to have. So if you're dashing, at least they know directly where you're going. They can maybe even shoot you while you're dashing. That has function. So whether or not they're given a double jump, and if they hold the button down, it'll maybe dash to the left or dash to the right. I don't think vertical jumping should be allowed for it. It's just a little too confusing to have to look to the sky. So I think if they could dash side to side, forward and backwards, it could be a great mobility feature, but can also still be good at dodging grenades or dodging certain shots, or a great way to initiate or execute in an evasive way in a gunfight without it being overpowered and completely disappearing from vision. That's how I feel. That's what I would personally do, was kind of convert it to an actual dash, if you will. But let me know what you guys think. I know there's a lot of people that are against Blink. I don't want to see comments down in the section saying, hey, they shouldn't get rid of Blink. And the reason they're focusing on Blink, and I know a lot of people are like, it's not fair that they focus on this and they're not nerfing Shoulder Charge or Scorch and all these different things that do that. The thing is Blink right now can be used 100 times a match. You can't get Scorch melee one-shotted, you know, 100 times a match. You can't deal with any of those other things. You can be Blink shotgunned all the time, and that is a problem. That's why it's a concern for most people, is just because you can use it so many times. That's why it's such a high priority. A lot of people always say, well, what's the difference between this and that? Why aren't they nerfing this when they're nerfing that? This one's a higher priority because of the amount of times you can actually use it during a game. So that's my part, guys. Let me know if you guys have anything to add to it in the comment section down below. If you like the video, support it. Leave a like if you want. Subscribe if you're new here. I've got daily Destiny content every day, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. And there goes the end of my streak. Have a great one. And I got a nice little treat at the end of this, too. Hype. I promise. It's the truth. I'm sorry.